All right, today we are diving deep into one of the most powerful frameworks out there for personal change, from James Clear's incredible bestseller, Atomic Habits. We're going to unpack the core ideas that can totally reframe how you think about getting better, because, let's be honest, the way most of us try to change is, well, it's kind of broken. Let's get right into it.
So let's start with a feeling I think we all know way too well. It's that moment you set a big, exciting goal. You're going to get fit, you're going to learn a new language, you're going to finally start that business. But then, a few weeks in, that fire just fizzles out, and you're right back where you started. It's so frustrating, right? But what if I told you the problem isn't actually you?
And this, right here, is the huge mindset shift at the heart of Atomic Habits. The whole argument is that your results in life, they have surprisingly little to do with your motivation or your willpower. Nope, it's all about the quality of your systems, those tiny daily routines that end up steering your entire life.
So, that leads us right into what you could call the goal-setting trap. See, we're all taught to be obsessed with goals. But James Clear points out this massive flaw in that logic. Winners and losers, they often have the exact same goals. I mean, think about it. Every single athlete at the Olympics wants to win a gold medal, but only a handful actually do. So the goal itself can't be the thing that separates them.
So if it's not the goal, then what is it? It's the system. Your system is just a collection of your daily habits, the little processes you follow day in and day out. Here's the kicker. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. That's the part that actually gets you the results.
Okay, so what's the alternative then? This is where that word atomic becomes so important. The whole idea is that real, lasting change doesn't come from some massive, earth-shattering moment. It comes from tiny, almost invisible improvements that compound on each other over time.
And this quote just nails it. It's the perfect metaphor. You know how money multiplies with compound interest in the bank? Well, the effects of your habits do the exact same thing. They multiply as you repeat them. It might feel incredibly slow at first, but trust me, the long-term returns are just enormous.
And that idea gets even more powerful when you apply this next concept, the simple goal of getting just 1% better every single day.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. When you stick with that 1% rule for a while, you get this number, 37x. What in the world could that possibly mean?
It means this. If you could manage to improve by just one tiny percent each day, by the end of a year, that compounding effect will make you a staggering 37 times better than when you started. And think about the flip side. Getting 1% worse every day brings you almost all the way down to zero. See? Your small choices don't just add up, they compound. A perfect real-world example of this is the British cycling team. For like 100 years, they were just, okay, nothing special. Then a new coach, Dave Brailsford, came in with this idea he called the aggregation of marginal gains. He just improved every single tiny thing he could think of by 1%. They got more comfortable bike seats, they rubbed alcohol on the tires for a little bit more grip, they even tested pillows to find the one that gave each rider the absolute best night's sleep. And the result? Complete and total domination at the Olympics and the Tour de France, all from tiny changes.
Okay, so making small habits compound is the how. But there's an even deeper, more powerful layer to making these changes actually stick, and it's all about identity. You see, true behavior change is really identity change.
Most of us, we set outcome-based goals. We say things like, I want to read more books. But an identity-based approach completely flips that script. The goal isn't to read a book. The goal is to become a reader. The goal isn't to run a marathon. It's to become a runner. You start focusing on the type of person you want to be.
This little example of the two smokers makes it crystal clear. So someone offers a cigarette. The first person says, "No thanks, I'm trying to quit." You hear that. Their identity is still a smoker who is fighting an urge. But the second person says, "No thanks, I'm not a smoker." It's such a small difference in words, but a massive difference in identity. It's not a fight against willpower anymore. It's just a statement of who they are.
So, you see, when we start to put all these pieces together, the focus on systems over goals, the incredible power of 1% improvements, and these identity-based habits, we get a completely new way of looking at our daily choices.
And this really shows that mindset in action. So instead of a vague goal like, I need to lose 10 pounds, the atomic choice is to design a system, maybe something as simple as putting healthy snacks out on the counter where you can't miss them. And instead of just trying to force yourself with willpower, you reduce the friction. You make the good habit the easy habit, like laying out your gym clothes the night before. But most importantly, the whole thing is driven by an internal shift in who you are. I'm the kind of person who stays active, not by some external pressure that says I should do.
So to wrap this all up, I want to leave you with a question. Just for a minute, forget about the huge, life-changing goals. Forget about the finish line. Instead, just ask yourself this. What is one tiny, atomic choice you can make today that casts a vote for the person you want to become? Because that choice, right there, that is where real change actually begins.